Welcome to Backbreaking News episode 70. I want to talk about WWE again, but this time here's something very interesting I want to talk about it. So, since this is Backbreaking News episode 70, I would like to do something and talk about something that I think is important. What pay-per-views I would like to see and WWE make, and how possible it will be if they could rate them, basically. So let's get started. The first one is obviously you know obviously um a pay-per-view in Italy. Um I don't know what it will be called, but I think an Italy pay-per-view, main evented by Giovanni Vinci against whoever's World Heavyweight Championship, will please the fans of Italy. And that's personally what I would love to see. That, and I would love to see WrestleMania in Connecticut. I know it's a really small state, but give Connecticut some love. Come on, you would think they would at least hold a pay-per-view there at least once instead of going to the same places. Please, I am begging you. We are all begging you here. Connecticut crowds are usually a lot, almost as good as the UK crowds. You know you're getting something special when you come to Connecticut. So please do a WrestleMania there and in Connecticut. And also another WrestleMania I would like to see is WrestleMania in the United Kingdom, because the crowds are so lively. I want to hear like all this singing and cheering for a WrestleMania. Come on, it's something that you should do, that people should be doing, livening up the arena, and I think it would be a good time. Next, I thought of a new pay-per-view concept. Uh, called called Clash Clash at Clash. It would. I know what I was going to call it. Clash of. It would be called. Actually, it would be called Clash of the Flag. I think the reason why it will be called that is because the major match type that will be a part of this is flag matches, and like weapons on a pole, like on a pole. So that's the reason why it'll be called the flag. And I think the most interesting place you could do it, I think the perfect place for this pay-per-view is Washington D.C. You could try to do, never try Clash at the whatever the Capital pay-per-view, Capital Punishment. Never try that again. But I feel like a flag and pull things on a pole match pay-per-view would do good. Granted, if they executively do it right. I think if every match I think it would be perfect for Washington D.C. Surprisingly, I want to see a King and Queen of the Ring pay-per-view eventually. Maybe in like the United Kingdom, because they have a king and a queen, or any place where monarchs are, because it will be a cool pay-per-view idea, and they should have done it. Um, Next, I came up with this idea. I think it should be interesting. And WrestleMania winter. They they should do a WrestleMania in winter time, like December. But I feel like that would be hard to do because they have to do the Royal Rumble before, and then they have to do the Elimination Chamber. But if you change the pay-per-view schedule a little bit, you could get all that fit into like one big thing to do at WrestleMania in winter. And where I think it would be held would probably be, I would have said Russia if they weren't in war with Ukraine, but I think I would have to go with either Canada or maybe Rhode Island or one of the northern states for that. Again, next would be um bringing back Bash at the Beach instead, and actually they could hold this at Puerto Rico and actually fight on the beach, have matches on one of the beaches there, and not actually in the arena. I think that would be a perfect pay-per-view for Puerto Rico because they have a lot of nice beaches and stuff down there. So why not? Another pay-per-view I would like to see is Tobacco Tuesday or Cyber Sunday. I would like to see both of those added, either to NXT or or one of the or I want to see both of them, and it would be for either NXT or the main roster. Either of those could be interchangeable. So I think that I would watch it, and fans get to decide what matches they have. Like, I feel like they should do a survey, saying what match type do you want to see, and then the most suggested one, no matter what it is, goes on the poll, and whatever wins, they have to do the match for the pay-per-view. I think that's a new, interesting way to do Tobacco Tuesday. Have fans suggest what is on the voting poll. I know that's given us a lot of power, but I think it could be interesting, and I think this would be interesting if either of them were held in North and South Carolina, separately, of course, not both at the same time. The last time they did that was WrestleMania. They had 3 different places, which is what we're going to be talking about next. Is really important. I had an idea that's good. It's going to be a 7-night pay-per-view during the month before Elimination Chamber is usually held, heading into WrestleMania, after the Royal Rumble and all that, where there's 1 month without any pay-per-views heading into WrestleMania. It will be Continental Clash. The reason why it's called Continental Clash, there will be, so for instance, they'll go there. It will be 7 nights in all 7 continents except for Antarctica. So let me explain. So first, the first night would be, in America, like, or Canada or Mexico, North America. Then the next week, South America, any place in South America, Argentina, Brazil, Honduras, whatever they want to do. And then Europe, any place in Europe they want to go. Asia, any place they want to go. And Africa, anywhere they want to go. Osh- uh, Australia or Oceania, that which includes New Zealand and Australia. You could go anywhere over there for that. And then the seventh day would be any island of their choosing. So Puerto Rico, Samoa, Somalia, whatever. Not Somalia, but the smaller islands. And then each day will have to be themed. And for instance, like they only feature matches that are no disqualification, or but they have to be completely unique. You can't just change the name of something and call it new. You can't have like 30 street fights and call it something different. New York street fight. It has to have a theme. If you're doing one street fight, you can't just change the rules of the street fight. You have to do like a I quit or something like that. So each day would be themed, and I think this would be interesting because it's it's like each night has 4 or 7 matches, and also it will also have it would also have I'm trying to think what I was going to say. It would also be 4 hours each night, so altogether, seven. Alexa, what's 7 times 4?
7 times 4 is 28.
28 hours of a pay-per-view cut into 7 days. Goodbye.